Angels have a message for you today. Be very still for a moment, because what you are about to hear is not a coincidence. The angels have been watching you closely. They have seen your silence. They have seen the way you chose peace instead of reacting. And now, something is happening behind the scenes. Why is this happening to you? Because your silence is powerful. More powerful than you realize. There was a time when they could trigger you. A word, a look, a small action, and you would feel everything at once. Pain, anger, confusion. But now, you have changed. And your silence is speaking louder than any words ever could. Have you noticed these signs? The distance growing, the strange tension in the air, the way they keep watching you, trying to understand you again? Angels want you to know, they are confused. Yes, confused. Because they can no longer control your emotions. They can no longer pull you into the same cycle. And this is creating a secret panic inside them. They don't show it openly, but deep inside, they feel it. A loss of power. A loss of control. A fear they cannot explain. What are angels trying to tell you? This is not revenge. This is not punishment. This is growth. The angels guided you to this silence, not to hurt anyone, but to protect your soul. Because your heart has been through too much. The sleepless nights, the silent tears, the moments where you questioned your worth. Angels saw it all. And now, they are placing a shield around you. Your silence is that shield. Do not break it. Do not go back to explaining yourself to people who never tried to understand you. Because the moment you stopped reacting, you stepped into your power. And they felt it. That's why they are uneasy now. That's why their energy feels different. Because your peace is something they cannot disturb anymore. Have you felt this before? That strange calm. That deep inner knowing. That quiet strength that says, I don't need to respond anymore. That is not weakness. That is divine alignment. Angels are guiding every step you take right now. Even when it feels quiet, even when nothing seems to be happening. Everything is moving in your favor. But listen carefully. Do not ignore this message. Because this moment, this silence, is part of your transformation. You are being separated from chaos and led into clarity. Let them wonder. Let them feel your absence. You are not here to prove anything anymore. You are here to rise. And as you rise, angels are standing beside you, protecting you from what you cannot see. Type yes if you believe in angels. Because this message found you for a reason. And remember, you are not alone in this silence. Angels are watching over you, guiding you, protecting you. And very soon, you will understand why everything had to happen this way. Be still, just for a moment. Take a deep breath and listen closely, because this message is not random. The angels brought you here for a reason, and they want you to understand something very important about your life right now, something you may not fully see yet. Your silence is changing everything. Yes, your silence. The angels have been watching you. They have seen the way you stopped reacting. They have seen how you chose to stay quiet, even when your heart wanted to speak, even when your emotions were burning inside you. And now, something unexpected is happening. Why is this happening to you? Because your silence is no longer weakness, it has become your power. It has become a force that others cannot control, cannot predict, cannot break. There was a time when they knew exactly how to reach you, exactly what to say, exactly what to do, to pull a reaction out of you. They knew your heart, but they used it against you. And that hurt you deeply. The angels saw every moment of that pain. Every time you stayed up at night thinking. Every time you felt misunderstood. Every time you gave your energy to people who did not value it. But now, something has shifted. You changed. And they feel it. Have you noticed these signs? The way they keep checking on you. The way their energy feels restless around you. The way they try small things, hoping you will react like before. But you don't. You stay calm. You stay silent. You stay in control. And this is driving them into a quiet panic. Yes, a panic they will never admit. Because your silence is something they cannot fight. They cannot argue with it. They cannot manipulate it. They cannot win against it. And deep inside, it is unsettling them. They are asking themselves questions now. Why are you so different? Why are you not reacting anymore? Why can't we reach you like before? But they won't say it out loud. Because your silence is holding a mirror in front of them. And what they see makes them uncomfortable. What are angels trying to tell you? This is not about hurting anyone. This is not about making someone suffer. This is about you finally protecting your peace. The angels guided you into this silence for a reason. Because your soul needed rest. Because your heart needed healing. Because your energy was being drained for too long. And now, the angels are placing a divine shield around you. Your silence is that shield. Do not break it. Even if they try harder. Even if they come back with new words. Even if they suddenly act different. Stay grounded. Because not everyone deserves access to your energy anymore. Have you felt this before? That deep calm inside you. That quiet strength. That feeling where you no longer need to explain yourself. That is the angels working within you. That is your transformation. You are no longer the same person who needed validation, who needed to be understood, who needed to react to prove something. Now, you understand your worth without saying a word. And that is powerful. But listen carefully. Do not ignore this message. Because this moment is very important in your life. You are being tested, not to see if you can fight back, but to see if you can stay in your peace. Because where you are going requires a stronger version of you. A calmer version. A wiser version. A protected version. The angels are removing you from chaos and preparing you for something better. So let them feel your silence. Let them wonder. Let them sit in the confusion they created. Because you are no longer available for the same cycles. You are rising. And as you rise, the angels are walking beside you, blocking what is not meant for you, guiding what is meant for you, and protecting you from things you cannot even see. Have you felt this shift? That sense that something is changing, even if you can't explain it. That is divine timing. Everything is aligning quietly, behind the scenes. And one day, very soon, you will look back and understand why your silence was necessary, why your distance was needed, why everything had to unfold this way. Type yes if you believe in angels. Because this message is not for everyone. It found you because you are chosen to hear it. And remember this. You are not alone in this journey. Even in your quietest moments, even when no one understands you, even when it feels like nothing is happening. Angels are right there with you. Watching over you, guiding your steps, protecting your heart, and bringing you closer to the peace you have always deserved. Be very still, not just your body, but your thoughts, your emotions, your questions. Because something deeper is unfolding around you, and the angels want you to feel it, not just hear it. This is not a normal message. This is something you were meant to receive, at exactly this moment in your life. Because your silence has started to change everything. Yes, everything. The angels have been watching you in your quiet moments. When you chose not to reply. When you decided to walk away instead of argue. When you felt the urge to speak, but held yourself back. They saw it all. And they want you to understand, that was not weakness. That was power being born inside you. Why is this happening to you? Because you have reached a point where your energy is no longer easy to touch. You are no longer reacting the way you used to. You are no longer giving people access to your emotions so easily. And this is creating something unexpected. A silence that speaks louder than anything you could say. There was a time when they knew you completely. They knew your triggers, your soft spots, your fears, your reactions. They knew exactly how to pull you in, how to make you respond, how to control the situation. And you felt it, didn't you? That frustration. That emotional exhaustion. That feeling of being pulled into something again and again, even when you didn't want to. The angels saw your struggle. They saw how much you gave, how much you tried, how much you stayed, even when it was hurting you. But now, something has changed. You changed. And that change is shaking things around you in ways you cannot fully see yet. Have you noticed these signs? The strange shift in their behavior. The way they keep trying to get your attention. The way they seem unsettled, even when nothing is being said. It feels different now, doesn't it? Because it is. Your silence is doing something powerful. It is breaking a pattern. A pattern that once kept you stuck. A pattern that once gave others control over your emotions. And now, that pattern is collapsing. And they feel it. They may not understand it. They may not admit it. But deep inside, there is a quiet panic growing. Because they can no longer reach you the same way. They can no longer trigger you. They can no longer predict you. They can no longer control the outcome. And that loss of control is uncomfortable for them. Very uncomfortable. What are angels trying to tell you? They are telling you, do not go back. Do not break your silence just to make others comfortable. Do not explain yourself to people who never tried to understand you. Do not return to a version of yourself that was always giving, always reacting, always losing peace. Because your silence is your protection now. Yes, protection. The angels placed it around you like a shield, not to isolate you, but to heal you, not to make you cold, but to make you strong. Because your heart needed space. Space to breathe, space to recover, space to remember who you truly are without all the noise. Have you felt this before? That deep calm inside you, that quiet strength that doesn't need to prove anything, that feeling where you realize you don't have to react to everything. That is not emptiness. That is alignment. That is the angels working within your soul. But listen carefully. This part is important. Because not everyone can handle your silence. Some will try harder to get a reaction from you. Some will test you, push you, confuse you. Some will suddenly act different, just to see if you will respond again. This is the moment where you must stay aware. Because this is your test. Not a test of strength in words, but a test of strength in stillness. Can you stay in your peace, even when they try to disturb it? Can you remain silent, even when your emotions rise again? Can you trust that walking away is sometimes the highest form of self-respect? The angels believe you can. Because you didn't come this far by accident. You were guided here. Every pain you felt, every lesson you learned, every moment that broke you and rebuilt you. It all led to this version of you. The version that no longer reacts the same way. The version that chooses peace over chaos. The version that understands silence is not losing. Silence is rising. And as you rise, something else is happening. Opportunities are aligning quietly. New energy is being prepared for you. Better connections, healthier environments, clearer paths. But they cannot come if you go back to what drained you. That is why the angels are asking you, gently but firmly. Do not ignore this message. Because this silence you are in right now is not empty. It is sacred. It is a space where transformation is happening, even if you cannot see it yet. So let them feel your silence. Let them wonder why you changed. Let them sit in the space where your reactions used to be. Let them experience what it feels like when they no longer have access to your energy. Because you are not here to be understood by everyone. You are here to protect your peace. Have you felt this shift? That quiet detachment, that inner knowing, that sense that something bigger is guiding you. That is not your imagination. That is divine timing unfolding. Everything is being rearranged for you, behind the scenes. Even the confusion, even the distance, even the silence. It is all part of your path. And one day, very soon, you will look back at this moment and realize, this was the moment everything started to change. This was the moment you stopped reacting and started becoming. Type yes if you believe in angels. Not for anyone else, but for yourself. As a quiet confirmation that you trust what is happening, even if you don't fully understand it yet. And remember this deeply. You are not alone in your silence. When the world feels quiet, when people feel distant, when your voice stays within you, angels are there. Closer than you think. Watching over you, guiding your steps without noise, protecting your heart from what is not meant for you. And leading you, slowly, gently, powerfully, toward a life where your peace is no longer disturbed. And now, listen closely, because this is the final part of what the angels want you to feel deep in your soul. Your silence is sacred. It is not emptiness. It is not weakness. It is your shield, your protection, your invisible armor. Every moment you hold your peace, every time you resist the urge to react, you are stepping closer to the life the angels have been preparing for you. They are clearing away the noise, the confusion, the chaos, so you can stand fully in your power, fully in your worth, fully in your light. Do not feel guilty for this silence. Do not apologize for this calm. You are not being cold or distant. You are being wise. You are being guided. Angels are surrounding you, wrapping you in invisible wings of protection, keeping you safe from what is not meant for you, and guiding you toward what is. And soon, very soon, you will feel it. That moment when all the confusion fades. When the people who tried to hurt or manipulate you are powerless against your peace. When the energy that once drained you is replaced by clarity, strength, and divine alignment. That is the gift of your silence. That is the miracle of your stillness. Angels are watching you, they see every choice you make, every step you take toward peace, and they rejoice quietly for you. They are whispering that you are exactly where you are meant to be. That even in moments of doubt or loneliness, you are never truly alone. So breathe, hold your silence, trust the divine timing, and feel the angels' presence around you, stronger than ever. Because this silence, this quiet strength, is your awakening, your protection, and your ultimate power. You are chosen. You are protected. You are rising. And the angels are always with you. Type yes if you feel their presence.